Buenos días. Hoy es viernes y son las 12. Hello, everyone. It's Friday and it's 12 o'clock, so it's time for our community Spanish, the last one of this week before we return on Monday for the next round of the next three for the following week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12. We also have our community French going on Tuesday and Thursday mornings at 8:30. We have children's French on Monday through Wednesday evenings at 8 o'clock in the evening. And then we have children's Spanish going on Monday through Thursday mornings at 11:30. So there's a lot going on. And we, as I mentioned in my last video, we are very shortly going to be adding a new series, adding community Mandarin onto our offerings. So stay tuned for the upcoming schedule we posted about that, so you can tune into that. We also have our Instagram live videos still going. So we have French appearing there and also Portuguese. You want to tune into that. And then, so if you have any topics you would like us to cover, either in Facebook Lives or Instagram Lives or anything, or happy to take requests either by commenting on our Facebook, or you can also leave us a message on our Facebook Live page on our website on rolalanguages.com. So if you want to go there and check out all the videos we have posted, or again, give us an idea, something you'd like to see covered, you're welcome to check those all out there. In addition, we also have on our website the remaining September classes that are still accepting students. There's still a couple of them that are, but more kind of a little bit in the near-term future. The October class schedule is appearing on the website. So in the next few days, the October schedule will be fully posted, and you'll be able to see what options are coming up for our next round of classes. So that's what's going on. Without further ado, let's get into a topic for today. So again, as we are continuing our series of lecturas, or readings, and we're increasing the amount of difficulty at each time. So we're going to continue our next step on that journey today. So let's get started with our reading. I'm going to share my screen so you can read along with me. So our reading for today is called La Familia Gómez. And so as we usually do, I'm going to do the first reading and read it out loud. So I'd like you just to listen. And then for the second time, we're going to read it together, and you will repeat after me to help practice the pronunciation, and also help you to absorb more of the content of the reading. And then we'll finish up by getting to some questions to see if you're able to really absorb the basic, the most important information in this reading. So let's get to it. So, La Familia Gómez. So again, first, I'm just going to read, and I'd like you to listen. La Familia Gómez. Una vez al mes, la familia Gómez visita a sus parientes. Todos se reúnen en la casa de la bisabuela Sofía. Ella es la madre del abuelo Máximo. Mario es el nieto del abuelo Máximo y el bisnieto de la bisabuela Sofía. La hija de Mario se llama Isabel. Todos van a casa de Sofía el primer fin de semana de cada mes. El hermano de Mario, Marco, trae a su esposa y a sus hijos, los primos de Isabel, Manuela y Federico. El tío Marco es un hombre muy serio y religioso. Su esposa, Marisa, es muy interesante y aventurera. Ellos son una pareja muy curiosa. Mario y Marco tienen una hermana, la tía Gabriela. Ella es la madrina de Isabel. Gabriela es una mujer muy romántica y siempre trae a un novio nuevo a la reunión familiar. Ella también trae un regalo a su ahijada Isabel. A Isabel le gusta mucho ir a casa de Gabriela y recibir sus regalos. A veces los suegros de Mario, Javier y Olga, vienen a la reunión familiar cuando viajan a Miami. Ellos traen muchas cosas típicas de Colombia. A veces ellos traen comida y otras veces traen regalos, ropa y juguetes. La suegra de Mario es colombiana y el suegro de Mario es español. A todos les gusta ir a la reunión familiar a casa de la bisabuela Sofía y compartir con la familia buenos momentos. Siempre hay mucha comida, bebida, alegría y sobre todo, mucho amor. Okay, muy bien. So there are a lot of different family members to keep track of in this reading, so it'll kind of really be putting us to the test. But first, before we get to the questions, we're going to read it one more time. So this time, please repite después de mí. Please repeat after me. So I'm going to read a part and then repeat after me. So, la familia Gómez. Una vez al mes, la familia Gómez visita a sus parientes. Todos se reúnen en la casa de la bisabuela Sofía. Ella es la madre del abuelo Máximo. Mario es el nieto del abuelo Máximo y el bisnieto de la bisabuela Sofía. La hija de Mario se llama Isabel. Todos van a casa de Sofía el primer fin de semana de cada mes. El hermano de Mario, Marco, trae a su esposa y a sus hijos. Los primos de Isabel, Manuela y Federico. El tío Marco es un hombre muy serio y religioso. Su esposa, Marisa, es muy interesante y aventurera. Ellos son una pareja muy curiosa. Mario y Marco tienen una hermana, la tía Gabriela. Ella es la madrina de Isabel. Gabriela es una mujer muy romántica y siempre trae a un novio nuevo a la reunión familiar. Ella también trae un regalo a su ahijada Isabel. A Isabel le gusta mucho ir a casa de Gabriela y recibir sus regalos. A veces los suegros de Mario, Javier y Olga vienen a la reunión familiar. Cuando viajan a Miami. Ellos traen muchas cosas típicas de Colombia. A veces ellos traen comida. Y otras veces traen regalos, ropa y juguetes. La suegra de Mario es colombiana. Y el suegro de Mario es español. A todos les gusta ir a la reunión familiar. A casa de la bisabuela Sofía. Y compartir con la familia buenos momentos. Siempre hay mucha comida, bebida, alegría y sobre todo, mucho amor. Okay, excelente. Whew. All right, so let's see if we can get to the questions and answer and find some of the essential information from this lectura. So as we go through the questions, please write your answers in the comments below. Escribe tus respuestas en los comentarios abajo so we can see if we're able to follow along with the story of this family. So, okay, a las preguntas, to the questions. Número 1, ¿quiénes son los primos de Isabel? So for this one, we need to know a lot of this kind of family-based vocabulary. So, ¿quiénes son los primos de Isabel? Primos being our keyword here, besides the word quién, so we know quién, question word meaning who. Okay, and it's quiénes, so we know that in the answer we're looking for more than one person. ¿Quiénes son los primos de Isabel? So as we've been doing in the previous videos, we can use our keywords to find what we need in the reading. So we have the keyword primo. So let's look and see if we can find the word primo in this reading. So, and that will guide us towards where we can find our answer. So even if you don't know what the word primo means, you can still find it in the reading and then most likely find the answer. So if we look here, we see in the second paragraph here, we see the first mention of primo, okay? And the question was, ¿quiénes son los primos de Isabel? So here we are, we have los primos de Isabel. And here they appear right here, Manuela y Federico. So ¿quiénes son los primos de Isabel? Son Manuela y Federico. They are Manuela y Federico. Okay, muy bien. So let's try it. Número 2. ¿Quiénes son los suegros de Mario? Okay, so we had primos in the first question, which were the cousins. ¿Quiénes son los suegros de Mario for número 2? Okay, so again, we have question word ¿quiénes? We're looking for people as the answer, and it's more than one. So los suegros de Mario. So again, let's see if we can match up this word suegro in the reading, so we can find suegros where they mentioned. So we had the primos, hermana, tía, madrina, ahijada, and here we see, okay, los suegros, here's where the suegros are mentioned. So this is los suegros de Mario, Javier y Olga. So here we are with the answer to número 2. So los suegros de Mario son Javier y Olga. So that's the name of his suegros, his parents-in-law. Okay, so suegro, father-in-law, suegra, a mother-in-law, and suegros together means parents-in-law. So, número 2, Javier y Olga. Okay, número 3, ¿dónde vive Sofía? So here we have a new question word, ¿dónde? Donde we know means where. ¿Dónde vive Sofía? So let's see if we can see where Sofía is mentioned in here. So where does Sofia's name appear? So we saw at the start, we had Sofía es la bisabuela. So we know she's the great-grandmother. But let's see if we can find information about ¿dónde vive Sofía? About where she lives. So let's see, is there any mention made of where she lives? So see, in terms of places that are mentioned, we see Miami is mentioned, we see Colombia is mentioned, and we have the nationalities colombiana, español. So we probably want to focus our attention on this paragraph here. And so even in that same sentence we were just looking at for the identity of los suegros, Javier y Olga, se vienen a la reunión familiar cuando viajan a Miami. So here we have to kind of connect the dots a little bit to understand. So we're saying a mention of a reunión familiar, which we know is hosted by Bisabuela Sofía, and it says cuando viajan a Miami. So when they travel to Miami. So we can understand from that must mean that la bisabuela Sofía vive en Miami. So that's where she lives. And that's where she's hosting these family reunions. So Sofía vive en Miami. Okay, número 4, 2 questions to go. Número 4, ¿cómo es la esposa de Marco? ¿Cómo es la esposa de Marco? So we have the question word ¿cómo, meaning how, and ¿cómo es la esposa de Marco? Now, I remember in a very early video, I talked about the difference between ¿cómo es and ¿cómo está? So these questions seem very similar, but we're actually totally different meaning. So when we say ¿cómo está, we mean like how is someone doing? Like what's their mood? What's their condition, their state? But when we say ¿cómo es, using the verb ser, we're looking for a description of this person or this thing. We want to know characteristics about them, like how would you describe them? So in this saying ¿cómo es la esposa de Marco, we're saying like what is she like? Like how can we describe her personality rather than like how is she feeling today? So it's not ¿cómo está la esposa, but ¿cómo es la esposa de Marco? So let's see if we can find information about this. So we saw that Marco was mentioned up here. So we have hermano de Mario, Marco. Okay, so let's see if we can find information about su esposa. Okay, so we see trae su esposa, sus hijos. And then here we focus in on a description of su esposa right here. So su esposa, Marisa, es muy interesante, y aventurera. So we have these two key characteristics we can attribute to Marisa, so la esposa de Marco. So ella es interesante y aventurera. So she's interesting and adventurous. So that is the fourth question. Pregunta número 4. On to the last question for this reading. Número 5. ¿Y tu familia cómo es? Okay, so this one is a very open-ended question for you. So, ¿y tu familia and your family cómo es? What is it like, or what are they like? So this one is not a question from the reading, but you have to use really your own experience to answer this question. So for example, for me, I can say, en mi familia tengo mi padre, mi madre, y dos hermanos. So that's just an example for my particular situation. Yo tengo un padre, una madre, y dos hermanos. But this one is a really open-ended question, and you can answer it whatever describes your family situation. Okay, muy bien. So that's our last question for this reading. So it's time to wrap up for today. So gracias por mirar. Thank you for watching. And just one more last reminder that if you want to check out all of the videos we've been making, feel free to go to our website, rolalanguages.com, where you can see there's a nice organized video library there. So if you want to see all the videos we've made for the different languages, and also have access to different extra worksheets we've made with all of the topics, you're welcome to check this out there. And this video will be appearing there shortly as well. So if you want to come back to it and review this reading, you'll be welcome to do that on our website. So I'll next see you on Monday at 12 o'clock for the next Community Spanish. Gracias y adiós.